Hello to anyone who may come across this video. My name is Hannah, as you can probably tell by my channel name down below. And just a few things before we start this video. Firstly, I'm always wanted to start my own YouTube video, but I am a very nervous person, so I'm not great at being on camera, as you can probably already tell. Secondly, I don't have the best recording equipment. I only own two cameras, one of which is on my phone and the second is my webcam on my laptop, which I'm using for this. So I apologise for the quality of this, and also I don't have any lighting or anything, so we're just going to go with the natural light look. Lastly, I am a huge fan of Once Upon a Time, and I'm a big fangirl of a lot of TV shows and films, but Once is my all-time favourite, and I love being in the fandom, and I've made a lot of good friends that way. So I thought I'd do my first video here by ranking my top 10 Once Upon a Time characters. So let's get on with it without further ado. So number 10 is Archie, also known as Jiminy Cricket. I just think he's adorable, and he's so compassionate and always willing to give somebody a second chance, and he always seems to be the person that the characters go to when they need someone to talk to, when they, I don't know, when they're feeling down. I just think he's a really underrated character, and I just think he deserves more appreciation. So number 9 is Snow White, and I love Snow. There are a few elements that I'm a bit iffy on with her character. Sometimes I don't like how whiny she is, but there's a lot more good than there is bad in there, which is why she's made this list. So number 8 is Killian Jones and Captain Hook, same person / Captain Hook, but you know what I mean if you've watched the show. I just think he's hilarious. Like, he's got a great sense of humour, and it's not a bad looking guy either, so that helps. He's very witty, and I love his redemption stories, from being a villain through to being a hero and ending up marrying Emma. So going down to number 7, or up to number 7 should I say, is David Nolan, Prince Charming, and a lot of people tend to not like him as much as Hook, but I kind of prefer him. I just think he's adorable, and his relationship with Snow is so pure and one of the cutest things that's come out of the show. And he's brave, he puts his family first, and he definitely lives up to his name of being Prince Charming. So number 6 is Rumpelstiltskin, and I like villain characters. I always seem to have more fun watching them on screen, with a few exceptions which we'll get to further on down the list. But he's a great villain. He's sassy, sarcastic, he's got great screen presence, he has great chemistry with pretty much everybody on screen, and Robert Carlyle plays him so well, and he's just fun to watch. I don't know what else to say about him. So moving up to number 5 is Alice, the character that comes into season 7. I just think she has such a bubbly personality, and I just feel like there's a lot of people that can identify with Alice. She's a character that's come in sort of last minute, and she's only been in a few episodes, but she's gained a huge amount of following from the fandom, and she's just unapologetically herself, and she doesn't seem to care what people think of her, and she's okay with being a bit weird, and but at the same time she feels a lot like an outcast, like she's on her own, and I kind of have that feeling sometimes as well, like I'm a little bit of a black sheep of the family, and I sort of, I like things that like people around me don't tend to like as much, and I'm a bit strange, I guess, but I'm rambling now, so we'll go up to number 4, which is Zelina. And again, a villain character who's had a redemption arc, but I like Zelina a lot. I love her sassiness, I love the banter that she has with the other characters. I just love her one-liners, like most of those are hilarious. And again, I think she has great screen presence with pretty much everybody she works, like she's in a scene with. I just think she works really well with everybody, and I just really like her. So number 3 is Regina. And again, like I said about Hook's redemption arc, I love Regina's arc from being young and sweet and innocent as a teenager with her true love in Daniel, and losing him and going through the process of dealing with that grief but not knowing how to deal with it and being evil and cursing everyone, to adopting Henry and just realizing that she needs to change for the better, and that redemption of her transition from evil to good, I just think is really well done, and Lana Parrilla plays her so brilliantly. And I also love her in season 7 as Ronnie. I just think she's a real badass in that as well, and she's got great sass, great lines, just really, really good storylines, and I think she's a great character. So number 2 is Robin Hood, and I'm probably a little bit biased because anybody that knows me knows that I am a huge fan of Sean Maguire that plays him. I just think he's adorable and he's one of my favourite people in the world. And I've met a lot of cast members from the show and he is my favourite by far. I'm not saying I don't love the other ones, but Sean is my top celebrity. So why do I love Robin apart from him being played by Sean Maguire? I just think he's so cute and he's always willing to, it's like he's willing to give people the benefit of the doubt, and he's very loyal to his family and his friends, and the only thing that's not quite making him reach the top spot is the fact that he chose Marion over Regina, but as an Outlaw Queen fan I'm quite bitter about that. But moving on, so who is my favourite character in Once? And that position has to go to Belle. I just think she's an incredible character and she's very underrated and overlooked by the other characters in the show and the fans themselves as well. I just think she has so much compassion and she's very forgiving, she's loyal, she constantly tries to see the best in people, she's always the first person to offer a hand to help out, but at the same time she's very much she's very independent, she's not afraid to stand up for herself or what she believes in, and she's a bookworm and I love reading and I love books myself, so I can't not give my favourite character spot to Belle. I just think she's an amazing character and I sobbed my heart out when she died. Yeah. So that was my top 10 ranking. So if you would like to see me do more of these videos for other shows or films or even book series, drop them down in the comments. And if you have any tips on how to edit videos, because I have no experience whatsoever, as you can probably tell when I upload this video. So if you have any knowledge that you would like to share with me, I'll link my Instagram account in the description as well, so drop me a message on there and please give me some advice. I would be forever in your debt, and hopefully if I carry on doing these videos then I will get some better recording equipment so they will look slightly better than this in the future. So thanks for watching if you've managed to stick through my rambling to the end, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye!